Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of the Collector's Corner. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about a subject that I know affects all retro video game collectors. And, I know when you're out in the wild, when you're buying games from GameStop, 9 times out of 10, you buy the games and they have price tags on them or stickers of some sort. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about actually how to remove those and remove them safely. I have several different methods that I use to get stickers off the boxes and the game cartridges, and I've actually picked up a few games this month. Some of the stuff I've had and I've been saving with the stickers on it so I could do this episode, but a few of the problems are I bought this Donkey Kong 64 and it's actually got price tags on the box. So we're going to be looking at how to remove that safely without damaging the box. I've got a game that Wave Race 64 where the actual cartridge itself has the sticker on it, and we're going to be looking at the easiest way to remove these and to get the residue off of it. And I've got a hard case game right here. It's a Sega Saturn game, but it's actually got a price tag on the back, and we'll be looking at that. But I've got several different ways of doing it, so let's get right down to it. One of the first things that I do before actually trying to remove a sticker from a game case or from the cartridge itself is heat up the label. I have 2 different ways I use to do this. So the first is using your average household hairdryer, and the second is using a heat gun. And when you're using a heat gun, you have to be really careful, guys, because this can severely damage your boxes. It can burn them, it can burn your game cases, so be very careful with this and make sure it's a good distance away from the actual heat gun itself. Otherwise, you could end up melting your label or melting the plastic, especially on DVD cases, so be very careful with the heat gun.
I always start off by trying to go ahead and heat up where I'm going to be taking the sticker off. It usually loosens up the adhesive a pretty good bit to make taking off the actual sticker a lot easier. And I sped it up a little bit. It took a while to get all these off, so I just wanted to kind of let you see, the process that I went through to get them all off. It's really tedious. You want to use your fingernails, just go a little bit at a time, never trying to force anything. Just easy does it with these. You never want to tear the box, so if you need to actually go back and reheat up an area to make it a little easier, just do that. And like I said, always take your time with this because you never want to rush this process. It's very tedious and boring, and I know I hate doing it. I'm sure all of you hate fooling with this too, but it's just a process that I know I'm kind of OCD and I just hate stickers on my boxes.
And one of the best ways to actually remove the residue that the stickers leave behind is a product that you can find in your cleaning section in your grocery store, and that's called Goo Gone. And it comes in just your average squeeze bottle, but a little dab of this, what I normally do is I get a wet cloth and I squirt a little bit of this on here, but it actually takes it off. You have to kind of remove some of the residue after the Goo Gone is been applied and dried off. You have to remove the residue after that, or it'll kind of leave a foggy look to it. But once you remove all that, it basically looks brand new. And you really want to be careful on how much of this you apply. Just a little bit to maybe a damp rag, and then immediately dry it afterwards, because you don't want your box or whatever getting wet from this. So just one quick application, remove the residue, dry immediately.
Alright, here I just want to go ahead and skip to the end after I got the stickers off, kind of point out the residue the stickers leave behind, and just add a little bit to your rag and wipe it off. And I immediately swap to the other side of the rag to dry it off, and as you can see, once you get it dried off and look at it in the light, you have a nice shiny box. Can't ever tell that there was a sticker there, and that's kind of the final product you want to have with all of your games. Alright, right here we have Wave Race 64, and I really sped up the process. You can see I heated up the area before I started to remove the stickers, and this is another GameStop special really put too many stickers all over this thing, and they're always hard as hell to remove. But it really took a lot of patience and persistence. Got all the stuff off, and I actually cut out the footage of the other games taking the stickers off. I think you get a good idea from the Donkey Kong 64 box and Wave Race 64, you know, the whole process I go through. But like I said, take your time with it. Don't want to rush anything, but the end result is always really nice. You can see here the game cleaned up really good. Sticker free, which is how we want all of our games.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Collector's Corner. If you have any special ways that you remove stickers from your game cases or the cartridges themselves, let me know if it differs from what I do. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please do so. And guys, as always, we'll see you next time.